And there they go.
Welcome back to RacingNews.com. Your main dude, Jared Welch, here to talk about 2022 Preakness Stakes contenders simplification. Drew the one spot here in the Preakness. You kind of wonder what that does for him. This is a horse who is probably easily the most versatile horse in the field, if not one of the most versatile. Epicenter being another very versatile horse. He kind of has shown many facets of, if you go back to the Mucho Macho Man, who went gate to wire in the Holy Bull, he kind of missed the break, came rushing up, got second to White Barrio. Then the next time they did it on purpose, and the horse stalked and pounced and won the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby. He was on the pace, right there on the pace with Classic Causeway, and kind of was the ultimate undoing of him, because he had to. It seemed like with in the Florida Derby, Simplification had to do many things in that race. He had to fend off Classic Causeway. And then when he faded, he had to Papa Cap was there, and he had to fend him off. And then here came White Barrio, and of course he just couldn't hold him off. And then of course Charge It came rushing up late there and got him, and he ended up getting third. But he's very true horse. You go back, Mucho Macho Man won, Holy Bull second, Fountain of Youth first, Florida Derby third, and then Kentucky Derby fourth. I mean, he ran a very sneaky good race in the Kentucky Derby. Let's go back and watch the thing. Let's kind of get there in the turn when he's kind of looming. Let's remember, this was a total meltdown. So Jose Ortiz had the mount, the last three efforts. Of course, now Jose Ortiz is on early voting, so that tells you that. But he gets John Velasquez. Not a bad addition, right? Knows a thing or two. Of course, has won this race and has attempted to win this race as early or as late as last year with Messier. So he knows a thing or two about how the kind of the scenario of these races unfold. So he's got a versatile horse in Simplification and how he's going to handle that. Now you go back again. Let's go back to the Derby. Jose Ortiz has got this horse, and again, pace meltdown. So let's factor that in a little bit here. But, he's right there behind Taiba, and Taiba is obviously, the wheels are not going. So he has to kind of pause for a second, wait for a little bit of hold. He had to take a little bit of an outside run, whereas obviously Rich Strike got the perfect trip up the rail. And when the running came, he was flying. Like I said, he got up there for fourth, almost got nailed there by Mo Donegal at the end, who finished fifth, but he was coming. Now, the thing about Simplification here is you just wonder, is this kind of what he is, right? Now, he definitely benefited from the pace meltdown, but finishing fourth in the Kentucky Derby is nothing to sneeze at, right? That was a great effort when a lot of horses didn't fire. So that's just the thing. He's a very true horse. So I feel like you can count on him, and he'll give you a little bit of run. But I do wonder, how good is he? Is he good enough to win a race such as the Preakness? He's ran well in these back-to-back grade ones, the Florida Derby and the Kentucky Derby, but he wasn't really that close to winning either one of them. That's the concern, right? I definitely could see him being you got to think Simplification is going to be in a good spot. Draws a rail, so John Velasquez probably shows some early speed with him, but obviously he's not going to want to go out there and tangle with early voting. So probably going to have to sit a little bit of a trip behind horses right there on the rail and then duck out there in the turn and see if he can make it. He'll be one of the horses, right, trying to tackle early voting, trying to tackle some of these front runners. But you just kind of wonder, at the end of the race, is the wheel's going to be spinning just a little bit. Like, does he have that kick to run down? Now, the factor here is, if you think this is going to be a total pace meltdown, if you think that this thing just, early voting is going to pack it in. Armagnac is just cheap speed. Secret Oath, you don't think she can, she's going to bounce back in this race. She does show very tactical speed as well, tactical kind of a pace. If you think this thing is just going to melt down, well, Simplification could benefit a lot like he did in the Kentucky Derby. And chances are he's going to be a lot closer this time around. He has that tactical speed to where he can be close enough if he needs to be. So he'd probably be one of the first horses to take a shot at early voting there when they turn for home. And 6-1, there's nothing wrong with 6-1 on Simplification. This is a horse that, yes, he was 35-1 in the Kentucky Derby, but he probably deserved to be. I mean, it's a huge field, and of course, he had just finished third in the Florida Derby. But let's not forget, he was the favorite in the Fountain of Youth. He was a favorite in the Florida Derby. I mean, now you're getting 6-1 in a race that he definitely is, a 9-horse field, and he's definitely one of the classier horses of the bunch. So there's worse you can do, and if you can get 6-1 on him, I have no problem with you playing Simplification here. But let me know what you think. It's not a new shooter. He's coming off the 2-week layoff out of the Kentucky Derby, which obviously could gut a lot of horses, and there's a couple in here as well. Do you think that's too quick of a turnaround? He just fired a bull at work. Sano loves him. And you got, like I said, you get John Blasco. So let me know in the comments below. Can Simplification do it? Is he a grade 1 type horse? Can he win a race like the Preakness? Or is he an underneath play? Is he a horse that's just going to finish second and third kind of consecutively, round out those tries, round out the supers, whatever? Where are you going to play Simplification? Let me know in the comments below. And make sure you hit subscribe. Tons of videos coming. Make sure you like this video. More videos coming for the Preakness Stakes.